you were, traveling and, you met these, the quote gurus back in the day that were online. Did you feel intimidated by a lot of these men and women? Because I knew I kind of was, because I saw what they were doing at the time. And I was like, how am I ever going to be on that level? Were you intimidated?
Not at all. I was more so inspired, really, because I already knew on what side I'm going to be at. Like, that's like, you see a thing, I see a thing, I decide yes or no, and that's it. Like, I don't know how I'm going to make it work, but I know I'm going to make it work. So that was one thing. And also the other thing is probably the first person I came across who was kind of like the leader in the space, the thought leader in the space back then. She was also German, and she was writing a blog about backpacking around the world, and just kind of like leading the nomad community, or kind of like building it a little bit. Maybe also because she was German, I had a bit more of a connection there, and I thought, easy peasy, if she can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean?
yeah, that makes sense. So
yeah, and then
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and then you go and you travel to these places, and all of a sudden you meet more and more people like that, who are on the same wavelength, who are building businesses online, and it just becomes natural then. Once you surround yourself with the people who are doing the thing you want to do, it becomes so much easier, right? Versus if I would have gone back home to my old environment where all my friends have 9-to-5 jobs and are really in the employee mindset, it would be so much harder for me to build something on my own, right? Because the conversations are different, the attitude is different, the perspective, the mindset, all the things are very, very different. So it was the best thing I could do for this, to be successful in this, to just remove myself from the old environment, and to, go out and meet these people who are where I wanted to be.
Yeah, man, the environment and the people are everything. You're 100% right, because, when I first got started, I was just like that. I was by myself a lot. And whenever I would tell my friends and family what I was doing, they're like, I don't know what you're talking about, so it's harder to learn that way. So I can relate to that,
Yeah.
So when did you know, or maybe it was a combination of events, but when did you know that, hey, I'm good at this, I'm good at marketing? When did you know?
Oh, marketing then. Oh. Oof. Okay. I started in two companies. So first it started all off with like an Instagram account. It was like Take a Trip with Tina. And then I had a website which is called Take a Trip with Tina. And I was working for this hostel in Australia, and I was selling backpacker trips because I just really wanted to stay in Australia, right? And then my time was up, visa was up. And by that time also, how I just told you earlier, I had this spot at university in Germany.